Pokemon fans, come on. I need all of y'all to come here so we can have a discussion, you feel me? So we all know Ash is the GOAT. He's the champion of all champions. But can we talk about how they absolutely set this man up for failure from the very jump, all the way to the very end? Like, I get it. If there's a show about competition, at least for me, I need the main team or the main guy to experience failure. Failure is absolutely needed in order to grow and grow better as a competitor. But in terms with Ash Ketchum, this nigga had to experience fucking humiliation the entire time. I'm talking about fail after fail after fail after fail. Now, I'm not saying he didn't win anything. Obviously, he's a champion and he won in the Orange Leagues and he won Battle Frontier. But with that, I'm just like, bruh, they really set this nigga up for like failure, like the very beginning. So we all know how to become a Pokemon trainer. We know how this all starts. You feel me? On the birthday of your 10th birthday, whatever, as a kid, you're allowed to go out there and be a Pokemon trainer. First of all, someone needs to call CPS on all of those damn parents. You gonna let your 10-year-old, and granted, throughout the show, you seem like 10 to like maybe 15 years old max as Pokemon trainers. All of y'all need to go to jail. Someone should have called CPS a long time ago, because what the fuck are we doing sending a 10-year-old out there into the Pokemon world? And before y'all even say anything, me and my brother, right? One random day, we were just hanging out, and we was looking at the physiology and the anatomy of Pokemon, right? This shit is actually fucking terrifying. I know it's called Pocket Monsters and all that shit, but like, if you look at just the average height of the snake Pokemon, all of them are like fucking NBA player levels. Nothing's below like 6'3".
Oh, hell no!
Fuck that noise. And I want to send my 10-year-old child out there into the world? Hell no. Hell no. But I digress. So, Ash, when, was turned 10, he decided, yeah, it's time to be a Pokemon trainer. Didn't really get the Pokemon that he wanted, and then said, ended up with Pikachu. We all know the story. Then he went through the Kanto region to get, let's get to the tournament, go through the badges. First of all, in Kanto, he got handed everything to him. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. All his battles, for the most part, were capped. The first two with Brock and Misty was absolute cap. He shouldn't won against Brock at all. The sprinkler system saved his ass. And then with Misty, again, whatever. But like, everything else was just really kind of bullshit. He had to like win on some like weird battle style way. It was not even really considered a battle in most of his damn gyms in Kanto. He just got handed a lot of it. But that doesn't mean anything in the long game, because he's still shown he was wet behind the ears. So a lot of Kanto stuff, I don't really count against him, because at the end of the day, he still lost. Like, he absolutely lost. And he needed that L, because Charizard didn't listen to him. He didn't do all that. He had to go to the Orange Islands. He had to deal with that. Again, had to do a lot of weird tasks to fucking get to the championship, to go to the damn tournament to actually beat, I forgot his damn name, but to win the damn championship in the Orange Islands. That is fine. That's where I'm talking about. You need to experience failure in order to gain some experience to be, a better trainer. And so, which he did. He had to take a lot of L's, which he did absolutely take a good amount of L's. But then it gets bad. It gets really, really, really bad. And at that point, I think they didn't fuck with Ash, because I always said, and you can go back like maybe 2 or 3 videos and you will see me bitching and complaining about how they really just made Ash fucking stupid. Like, he has terrible battle sense. I see why he kept losing every damn tournament, is because, one, the boy didn't know what the fuck he was doing after that. You went through the Kanto's gym, you went through Orange Island, you had to do a Mewtwo, Lugia, all that. Maybe after all that, you could have figured out just maybe a little bit of battle strategy, a little bit of battle sense. No, absolutely not. He gets into Johto, and I've probably seen one of the worst fucking decisions that I've ever seen from this boy. You went against Gary. Granted, you used, various types of damn Pokemon because you wanted to be like Gary. Cool. But then you do some head ass shit. You put up Heracross against Magmar. Why? What was the fucking point of that? You set up Taros for fucking failure against Nidoqueen. Off the rip, by the way. What's it called? Charizard somehow beat Blastoise. Don't know how. Somehow he fucking escaped out of there, beat his rival. Sure. But then this is where the writers really did they fucking big one and wrote some failure for this man. He really went against Harrison and decided, you know what? I'm gonna do the most head-ass things and set out the worst typings known to man. Steelix, he sends out Steelix, Ash sends out Noctowl. The fuck are we doing? Like, you telling me, and all the audience, he didn't learn shit prior to these damn battles about typings, and you send out Noctowl against Steelix. Harrison sends out a Houndoom. Ash is like, you know what? Let me send out Bayleaf. Nigga, what, bro? Come on now. This is, nah, you cannot be fucking serious, dog. All of this was starting to get really, really bad. And granted, when he goes into these tournaments, he doesn't finish out bad. He doesn't really go out sad. He finished out top 16 in Kanto, top 8 in Johto, top 8 in Hoenn, top 4 in Sinnoh, top 8 in Unova. He really went out sad in that one though. I ain't gonna hold you. Top 2 in Kalos, and after that, he won. But these are just like pure fucking failures. The numbers show that he at least got further along, you know? But he is an absolute failure when it comes to this shit. Because Hoenn, I feel like Hoenn was one of his, I guess, considerably his stronger teams. Because he had to use some type of brain in there. But when he went out, was some bull. Like, oh my god, it was some bull. He definitely got some luck on his side. Where Swallow caught Donphan by the ears and sent that motherfucker flying through rocks. Again, it's some bullshit, you feel me? But there's no way, and I mean no way, Pikachu should have lost to fucking me out. No way that was possible. None. Like, y'all absolutely love to see that man fail. And then we went to Sinnoh. And I mean, dog, you could not just sit there and tell me that these writers did not fuck with Ash, bro. Because all of that, and I mean all of that, was just pure bull. Like, I mean, with his, well, no, actually, even with the damn gym leaders. Because Rourke, off the rip, you said Pikachu on the rock. Brother, if you don't go get one of your damn old Pokemon, bring them here, and then start putting belt to ass. You put Pikachu out there against the Rampardos. Why? Apom didn't need that ass whooping either, B. Like, why? Like, all your decisions were just a bunch of whys. What were you thinking? And then, when he beats all the gym leaders, then when he gets to the tournament, and he actually decides to use some of his Pokemon, which is surprising, he gets to Tobias.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
This is how I know the writers absolutely did not fuck with him. You feel me? Tobias had to be the biggest cheat I've ever seen in the world. And you say Ash was going to just, you know, think smart. He did. He started off with Heracross, a bug type that is stronger than a dark type. But no, it's a Darkrai going against a fucking Heracross. And then we get old Ash back. You send out Gibble. L. Then you send out Torkoal, your worst fire type. L. And then you finally send out my goat, Sceptile, and he finally takes out a Darkrai. But then after he goes down to a fucking Latios, how is this man allowed in the tournament? And yet, Ash sends out Swallow. I just don't know where the fuck he was thinking. Like, what was Swallow gonna do against the Latios? And then Pikachu takes him out. I'm just like, y'all really did not like Ash at all. This is why he failed a lot. It was a failure. I hate to say it, but he was a somewhat failure. And I know I skipped over the Frontier Brains because he did win. And granted, he got his ass whooped a lot by Brandon. Like, he lost, what, 3 times before he can actually beat him? But, yeah, he experienced a lot of failure. But I think his worst outside of Sinnoh had to be Unova. Yeah, he finished in the top 8, cool. But you lost to a nigga who didn't even bring all 6 of his Pokemon. That's the shit that be blowing me. He didn't even have a full roster. and you got waxed. He evolved Riolu mid-fight, and you still lost to a nigga with a non-full roster. Holy shit, bro. Like, Kalos, he got away with a lot of bull. Because Septile against Greninja, somehow Greninja came out on top. But then he somehow lost, throwing a whole Rasen Shuriken, water style Rasen Shuriken to fucking Charizard, and still somehow lost. I don't know, bro. Failure for Ash has been one of his greatest downfalls because it showed that there was no type of fucking growth. And I mean, granted, there was some growth, but like, with a way how he goes out and how he lost, there was nothing but just like, his failure just looked like it was just a retread of everything he learned. Because there was no growth in his damn battles. For a lot of it, actually. For a lot of his battling. So yes, when I say yeah, I want you to experience failure to get better. But for Ash, this nigga, he experienced failure time and time again. And still didn't grow from shit. And then when it came down to it, to the big stage, when it's time to be a champion of all champions, yeah, did he grow out of it? Yeah, did he had a way stronger team? Thank God, by the way. But I feel like the writers themselves, just like Ash, they just had this failure label on Ash for some odd reason. And I hate to say that, because Ash is the GOAT. We ain't gonna, he's the GOAT. But like, in terms of just like learning from failure, that's not gonna be his thing. Like, why did y'all set this nigga up for pure failure? The writers absolutely had to hate Ash Ketchum or something, because there's no way. Someone can comment down below and y'all can tell me, explain to me, dog, because I've been watching Pokemon since I was a kid, all the way up to where he finished off, right? And I swear to God, like, you can't tell me any better difference between Kanto. Well, actually, you can. I was about to drag it. But you can't tell me any difference. Like, they didn't set Ash up for failure. The whole time, they didn't set this man up for fucking failure. But I digress. I still think Ash is the GOAT. Do I think that the writers could have did better with him? Yes, 100%. Sinnoh, they hold that nigga. Hoenn, they hold him way too bad. Unova, I'm not really a fan of Gen 5. I really just don't like that. Whatever. Kalos, they did hold him too. He should have won. There was no reason for him not to win that damn tournament. He should have won. He beat Alon. But no, you grab a whole Greninja from the damn Narutoverse and throw a damn Rasen Shuriken and somehow he still loses? Yeah, cap. Whatever. But like I said, Ash got hold. I don't know why they hated him. I don't know why they wanted him to experience failure that damn much, but I guess it was just for character development for Ash, even though he got plenty of it from failing like 5 leagues in a row, you feel me? But if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, everybody know, and tell me your comments, you know, your thoughts in the comments about how they really didn't fuck with Ash, you feel me? Or do you think all that type of failure was just some big giant MCU level year worth of schemes to get his damn development all the way up the way, you know, to become a champion of champions? Because granted, he won Battle Frontier, he won the Orange Leagues, that was it until he got to Alola. That was it. So out of 3 out of what, 8 tournaments, he finally became like the champion of champions. I don't know, man. That shit don't sit right with me. But y'all let me know down in the comments below how y'all feel about Ash basically being set up for failure. But it's your boy Easy. Till next time, y'all.